Have you ever wondered where the spirit known as mezcal originated? Well, let's embark on a journey back in time, all the way to the ancient cultures of Mexico, where the roots of this potent potion lie. The story of mezcal begins with the indigenous people of Mexico, who discovered the transformative power of the agave plant, a spiky succulent that thrives in the arid landscapes of this region. They found that by roasting and fermenting the heart of the agave, called the piña, they could create a beverage that was not only potent but also deeply flavorful. This drink, which we now know as mezcal, was considered a divine gift, a nectar of the gods that could connect the earthly realm with the spiritual world. And speaking of gods, no discussion of the origins of mezcal would be complete without mentioning the goddess Mayahuel. In Aztec mythology, Mayahuel was the deity of the maguey, the specific type of agave used for mezcal. She was often depicted as a nurturing figure with 400 breasts, each one symbolizing a different variety of maguey, a testament to the incredible biodiversity of this plant. Mayahuel was also associated with fertility and nourishment, and the drink made from the maguey was considered to possess similar qualities. It was used in religious ceremonies and rites of passage, a divine elixir that could bring the drinker closer to the gods. Over time, the process of making mezcal was refined and passed down through generations. The ancient knowledge of harvesting the maguey, roasting its heart, fermenting its juices, and distilling the result into a potent spirit has been preserved, a testament to the enduring cultural heritage of the indigenous people of Mexico. And so, from the parched soil of Mexico, nurtured by the hands of its ancient people and blessed by the goddess Mayahuel, the sacred drink was born, revered by the ancients and passed down through generations. As centuries passed, the art of making mezcal evolved, but who were the ones to refine this process? Much of the credit goes to the Spanish conquistadors. When they arrived in Mexico in the 16th century, they brought with them a taste for fine spirits and the means to make them. They introduced distillation methods that forever changed the way mezcal was produced. You see, before the arrival of the Spanish, mezcal was essentially a fermented juice, created by allowing the agave plant's sweet sap to ferment naturally. This produced a beverage with a relatively low alcohol content, which was primarily used as a religious offering. However, the Spanish, familiar with the process of distillation from producing spirits back home, saw the potential to transform this humble drink. They began to distill the fermented agave juice, creating a spirit that was stronger, smoother, and more complex in flavor. This was the birth of mezcal, as we know it today. But the Spanish influence didn't stop there. They also changed the cultural significance of mezcal. The drink, once confined to religious ceremonies, began to be consumed more broadly. It was savored at social gatherings, shared among friends, and became a staple at celebrations. Mezcal was no longer just a divine offering. It was now a drink of the people, enjoyed for its unique taste and the sense of camaraderie it fostered. In the centuries that followed, the production of mezcal continued to be refined, with different regions developing their own unique styles and flavors. But it's important to remember that the roots of this beloved spirit lie in the ancient traditions of the indigenous peoples of Mexico, and it was the fusion of these traditions with Spanish distillation methods that gave birth to the mezcal we know and love today. Thus, the Spanish conquest played a pivotal role in shaping the drink we know today as mezcal. Fast forward to today. How has mezcal managed to maintain its charm and heritage? The secret to mezcal's enduring allure lies in its artisanal production. Unlike most spirits that have succumbed to the mechanized world, mezcal production is still steeped in tradition. It's a hands-on, labor-intensive process that begins with the harvesting of the agave plant. The hearts of the plant, known as piñas, are cooked in earthen pits, crushed, fermented, and then distilled. It's a process that can take anywhere from a few weeks to several months, and it's this time-honored tradition that gives mezcal its unique smoky flavor and complex character. The 20th century saw a resurgence of mezcal as it began to gain popularity not just in its homeland of Mexico, but across the globe. From its humble roots, mezcal has grown to become a spirit enjoyed by many, finding its way into the liquor cabinets of connoisseurs and the menus of high-end bars and restaurants. But with this newfound popularity came the risk of losing the very essence that made mezcal special. To protect its heritage and ensure the preservation of its traditional production methods, mezcal was granted denomination of origin status in the 90s. This means that mezcal can only be produced in certain regions of Mexico, using specific types of agave and traditional methods. This prestigious status not only safeguards the cultural heritage of Mezcal, but also serves to elevate it in the world of spirits. It's a testament to the time, effort, and skill that goes into each bottle, and a nod to the rich history and tradition that it carries. From the ancient agave fields of Mexico to the bustling bars of New York, Mezcal has traveled through time, retaining its unique character and rich history. As we raise our glasses to toast, let's remember the journey that this remarkable spirit has taken and the tradition and craft that continue to define it in the modern world.